Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a
decent chance! Over to the right flank.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Inzaghi, and he's managed to get free. And it's Chouameni. Foot in. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
Can he finish? De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Spread to the right. It's a searching pass. Now and a header! But he's left disappointed.
Filippo Inzaghi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Conte, more and more pressure on the ball here. Raul makes a move down the right. Fiore tries a shot. That's another chance. Goal, Paris Saint-Germain. The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fiore! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inzaghi. Now, can they get him away? Upamecano. Iran have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Oh, he's played it in low, and that is well cleared. Neymar. Now De Bruyne. Now it's Villa, and it's Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Fiore. David Villa. That's an excellent interception. Fiore. Sergio Ramos. And here's De Bruyne. Raul. He's in a great position here. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it, can he get away? Rashford running with intent. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fiore. De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Neymar gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, he's bustling through here. This looks promising. Otto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Belletti. Some good work on the right flank here. Neymar. De Bruyne. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Paris Saint-Germain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Neymar tries to play it through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Dybala. Chance, surely! And again! They want to be quick to recover this. Nearly, but not quite. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here. Great ball, he's having a shot! And no mistake. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 18.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's De Bruyne. That's going wide left. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Iran with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne plays it short. Lovely feet. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Inzaghi.
The attendance for this match was 80,130.
Filippo Inzaghi looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
De Bruyne. Now it's Villa. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Raul. Now it's Rashford. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. He's free, he has got, and he shoots! Oh, and one more try! Sergio Ramos clears without hesitation. Camavinga. Now it's Villa. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Neymar. Now it's Villa. Now it's Inzaghi. Fiore. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Iran. Number 20.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's delightful. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Conte. Neymar. The most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. And this is Inzaghi. Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to pass it through. Van Bronckhorst receives it in a good position here. It's a sharp pass. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Look at the Messi! Shoots! And it's in! And what a climax we have here! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Iran give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should...
Big chance! Sergio Ramos. We are into stoppage time. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fiore. And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal... Yamal! He's beaten the keeper, and again! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Raul. Rashford receives it in a good position here. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And there's a goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never good.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Good ball, goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fiore actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Nearly, but not quite. Corner number 2 then. That is well cleared. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread it left. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Hazard. Now it's Totti. Can he latch on to this? Couldn't squeeze it through, and it's Totti. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Totti. Steaming on goalwards. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going right the way across. He's found a way through. Yamal. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Lofted in. Raul. Now it's Inzaghi. That's been cut out, well played. Totti going about things with real menace. Oh, he's burst through! And Batistuta! And that's in! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Indonesia leading now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Inzaghi! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Open it goes. Can he finish? And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Zanetti calmly anticipates. Oh, well played, well played. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The referee has just said play on. Zanetti. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. Leno gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's found space here. And this is Batistuta. Raul. Rashford. And this is Inzaghi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Neymar. Oh, tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just...
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Paris Saint-Germain, at times brilliant, at times frustrating. 2 up in this roller coaster of a game. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Shevchenko, driving through the middle.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
He's found some space. Hakimi can clear it away. Raul, nicely shaped ball. He's rising! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's lost his man here. Oh, just a chance! Well taken goal. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tries to get it clear. That's a good foray he's making. Big chance! They're up to 5 corners now. He's charged, surely! And no mistake! And there's your hat-trick hero! He is simply indefatigable!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical. It's Totti! Lovely bit of skill. Pings in across. That's an excellent interception. Neymar. Chance here to counter. Now it's Inzaghi. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least. Because they've...
Header! He's put it wide. Looking for the run. And this is Inzaghi. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Totti, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Rashford. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. Shevchenko going forward. And here's Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looks across and plays it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Fiore. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. And he's got the beating of his man. Azar. He has found the way through. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba cuts it out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Added time.
And he's got away from it. Raul, foot in. Now it's Azar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Raul. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to a
chance! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Rashford. Fiore. It's a searching pass. Oh, delightful ball. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's a decent chance! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Como finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look, and he's managed to get free. Inzaghi stood his ground strongly. Neymar. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Neymar. Otto spots it and intercepts. Rashford. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Fiore. Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of it.
Oh, good effort! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
Real chance! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Como may be down, but not out just yet. Berbatov. Taken back almost at once. 15 minutes till half-time. Looking for the run, and he was quick to react. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Fernandes. Great vision, and he plays one through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Leno sends that a long way. And here's Berbatov. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Quickly taken. Oh, well measured. And he's made sure that's not getting through. This is Shevchenko! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he is deftly away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well timed, excellent interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Fernandez. Xavi Alonso. It's come to nothing. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Berbatov. And Berbatov! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And a header! Oh, it's come off the upright. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fernandez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Xavi Alonso. Neymar driving through the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Rashford, nicely spread. Howson. And they've switched it over to the other side. Van Dijk. Knocks it into space. Inzaghi! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Paris Saint-Germain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Tries to play it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Inzaghi. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And that really is so... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Sanfrecce Hiroshima have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who...
There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Raul. Van Dijk simply refused to be outdone there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rashford going forward, takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he skips past his man. Plenty to... And a chance! Sanfrecce Hiroshima have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Now it's Rashford. Driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Inzaghi makes a dash for it. Oh, that's neat. Now he's running away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Filippo Inzaghi. Rashford doesn't quite get there.
Hiroshima always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he lines up a cross. Good read, needed to be. Driving forward.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, super ball. It's Rashford! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Van Dijk. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Messi. This is a promising build-up. And this is Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Pass is just off target. Well, it was clearly... Mbappe! And a neat finish! equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Brandt. Fiore. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi. He's found a way through. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Rashford. Pinches it off him. Kane. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Robertson picks it up out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Just too high.
Hiroshima really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Added time.
Now it's Mbappe. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Lofted in. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Neymar. The ball goes in. Oh, well played. Brandt.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He won't be happy with that one. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Good ball, good take. Oh, important interception. Caicedo. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Rashford. And the shot! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Rashford. Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's free, real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, easy pickings there. Shot could be on. That is lovely. Oh, he's burst and he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain have the... He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Brandt actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Has to go back here. He's having a pop! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Has a look up and delivers. And that has been knocked clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Fiore. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, nice touch. And this is Neymar. It's a threat, and the shot! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. Donnarumma to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar, now it's Inzaghi, looking for options for movement. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Brandt. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Can he get on the end of this? Good running, strong and purposeful. Fiore. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Robertson powering forward here. Is there any support? He might not need it. And it's Robertson. And here's Messi. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking. Fiore has found the net here, of course. Fiore. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Rashford. Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. Caicedo tries to play it through.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Paris Saint-Germain do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Paris Saint-Germain with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Neymar. Pitches it off him. Raul. Now it's Rashford. That's been cut out, well played. Udogie running with intent. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's beaten the last man. He's on it, can he get away? And he shoots! Keeper's not concerned by that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Udogie. And no, he's seen through all of that. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Filippo Inzaghi. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player...
He's having a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Filippo Inzaghi. That's put paid to the danger. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's in a great position here. It's the goal. Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Still goalless at the moment. De Bruyne.
Indonesia definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your...
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Deftly away. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. And this is Neymar. That's very neat. Lovely bit of skill. Lovely feet. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. He scores for sure. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Rashford. De Bruyne. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No foul, says the referee. Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? Oh, well spotted, had to be at his very sharpest there. Neymar plays it short. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Fiore. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Driving forward.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. Soboslai. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Paris Saint-Germain leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some resolute defending there. Neymar. Now it's Inzaghi. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Inzaghi. Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Howson clears without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has put a halt to things. And here's Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Indonesia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. Yamal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And the shots! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
McAllister. That's a clever-looking ball. Oh, well played. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Filippo Inzaghi. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Neymar. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Yamal. Great vision. Filippo Inzaghi. Soboslai picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! It's anyone's ball now. And he's gone backward here. And it's McAllister. And this is Inzaghi. Good ball, good take. And he's running through. Rashford! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous invite à participer par vos dons au programme caritatif des stades.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel.
Shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Après 5 minutes de jeu,
So, a breakthrough already. It's a good ball out wide. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big chance! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's come to nothing. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
Oh,
Neymar.
really well played.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro gets in to thwart him. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And the counter is on. Griezmann was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good play. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Saliba goes back to front. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Rashford. Rashford! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It's Rashford! They've got to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, this could be a chance. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target. And he's in on goal! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. It's a goal kick. out for a goal kick. Somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they've got it again. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Five minutes till the break. Now it's Griezmann, played out to the left flank. Short changes him with that pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Goes for a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Totti. Totti really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Back underway then. And he was quick to react. He's on it, can he get away? Chance! And again! And again they're denied by the woodwork. Now it's Inzaghi. Fiore. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Totti! Off target by a whisker. Totti. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Cruyff. Distributed tidily. And that is expertly dealt with. Totti. And here's Cruyff. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Griezmann is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Raul. Driving forward. Rashford receives it in a good position here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Totti. There they go, hunting in packs.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rashford finding himself in space. That's gone for a throw-in. Bullet. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Neymar. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. He's in a great position here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cantona. Decent chance! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Takes a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Griezmann. Totti. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Inzaghi. Rashford, looking to play him in. Raul. Albert Ferrer clears without hesitation. No way through, so back it comes. Gerrard attempts a clearance.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Griezmann. Hullet. Albert Ferrer has it in. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And here's Hullet. Hullet. Pings it across. Impressive jump. And that's a real chance missed.
Attention, changement.
Club America making further changes here and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space. And this is Stoichkov. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer delivers.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? And here's Stoichkov. Pacho. That's it, the referee says enough. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's fourth. Gets his head on it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Cross from ke-2. That's an excellent interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Rashford. And here's Raul. Fiore. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Inzaghi. And that's a good ball. And this is Raul. Vieira did well to stay calm there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ambitious ball here. Saliba cuts it out. Raul. Can he spark a counter here? Vieira. Maldini. That is good progress on the left. He's found a way through. Oh, important interception.
Ronaldinho clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
There's the shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Brilliantly cut out. Raul. Now Fiore. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice physical challenge. Messi. Pull it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a promising position. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That has not gone well. And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. Filippo Inzaghi in the hunt and looking threatening. ke-2, and it's Gullit. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And here's Ronaldinho. Saliba. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Inzaghi. No way through there. Neymar. He is through here. Very nicely done. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shapes to shoot! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
There will
Pelé.
be 1 minute added time.
He's had it nicked away. And it's Neymar. And he's there to make the challenge. ke-2. And he cuts out the supply. And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Chance, surely! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Neymar is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Raul. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. Plays the return pass. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Ibrahimovic. And that's gone loose. Ibrahimovic. Well read. And the danger is averted. Knocks it into space. Rashford on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Well, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Chips it through. Leno is there, and he can get that clear. Desai calmly anticipates. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's nice. Crosses it in here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's straight offside. So changes afoot here, and from
Number
both sides.
5, Nesta. Number 19, Messi. Number 21, Ibrahimovic.
Paris Saint-Germain
Number 18,
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next
Coming
substitution.
on the field, number 6,
Vieira.
Baresi. Number 22,
Pelé.
Number
Kaká.
7, Shevchenko. Number 11,
It's a pretty
Neymar.
loose pass.
Substitutions
Now it's
taking
Pele.
place.
Kaká, he is onto this. Not the most accurate pass. That has been cut short. And here's Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Inzaghi, looking for options for movement. Now it's Rashford. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hullet. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's onside, tries a shot, in he goes again. Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rashford. Raul finding himself in space. Hullet. Nicely spread. Pele. Hullet. Fiore. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get Shevchenko! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Oh, he's been close for a shot! And that's a tiny finish! Deep into injury time! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity, barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk could generate. So we're very much on the way now.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Inzaghi. Fiore. He's a sharp little ball here. Saliba cuts it out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Guardiola makes the interception. Now it's Rashford. Closing in on goal. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Played out to the left flank.
Well, when it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto'o. Fast, strong, energetic.
And, of course, with a medal collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another outstanding quality of his is leadership. He's such a respected character on and off the pitch, and never one to shirk his defensive duties either.
Now this could be a chance. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rashford actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Well read, nice interception. Eto'o. Looking for the run. That's good play. No way through, so back it comes. Schneider! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Schneider really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one.
He's gone for goal! Aubameyang! Brilliant! A finish of true class! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a really well-measured ball. Hakimi. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Bale. Oh, that's neat. And it's Marcelo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's on it, can he get away? No way through there. Bale. Hakimi. And it's made its way to him. Aubameyang showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Inzaghi. He's in a great position here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good ball, good take. Eto'o in acres of space out wide. Fiore. Well, there's the clearance. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 17. Sai para
So, into the second half.
Camisa 13.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Filippo Inzaghi. And a chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
And he welcomes it in. Odo cuts out the pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That has not gone well. Raul going about things with real menace. And it's Rashford. And here's Inzaghi. Time and again they are repelled. Guardiola defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rashford. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hoisted in. Getting up there! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, can he get onto this? That's going to go a long way. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's had it taken off him. Rashford. Now it's Raul. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That has been slung wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Raul. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fiore, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's picked his way through. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That is good alertness. Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Inzaghi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's got the big... There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Marcelo. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays in a cross. He's rising! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 10, camisa 11, deixando o campo para...
And he shoots!
Camisa 8.
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Hazard.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Pepe deals with it. It's Hazard! It's in! And right near the end, we have parity. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Back to and the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba gets over and intercepts. He's looking wide. Batistuta. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That'll be a throw-in. Nice bit of trickery. That is good alertness. Como with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Thuram, looking tidy in possession here. Chouameni. Great, goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Still goalless. Fiore, Bensebaini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Inzaghi. That is great defending, so alert. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's picked his... Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And we have liftoff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Azar. It's Azar! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chouameni. And here's Rashford. That's good running with the ball. Rashford ploughing through. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Neymar getting forward. Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he was alert to it. Neymar. So, what can they make of this? Fiore. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Neymar! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Foot in. Azar. Shevchenko. This is a promising build-up. Fiore. Philippe. Shot a goal! And that's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
De Paul. And it's half-time. Paris Saint-Germain are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. Full goal. And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Como leading now. Looking for options for movement. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Totti. De Paul. Now it's Shevchenko. Otto cuts out the pass. Fiore. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Neymar. That is lovely. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shevchenko looking understandably energised after his goal. Neymar. Fiore. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, this looks sharp. Batistuta. To Totti. And it's Batistuta. And it's Thuram. That has not gone well. Now it's Rashford. Fiore. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Fiore.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Rashford. That's a throw.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 22, Neymar. Le numéro 7,
Where it
le
came
numéro
from.
4, le numéro 10.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Le numéro 9, le numéro 41.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Como surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
In with the challenge. And he was quick to react. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Rice. Taken back almost at once. Modric. And now the breakaway. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rashford.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Great ball. Can he finish? And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Changement en cours.
So here comes the substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Brilliantly cut out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Rashford. It's a throw-in.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Modric. Totti. Deep into stoppage time. Looking for the run. Pacho. Oh, can he get onto this? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're very much on the way now. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the... He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to break the deadlock. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fiore, that is a great pick out. He might be in here!
That was lovely, that.
There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Paris Saint-Germain
Number
with the corner.
14,
They're first.
Modric. Coming on to replace him is number 4.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Camavinga. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Inzaghi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Fiore. Fiore!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And this is Inzaghi. Shot could be on. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
He can run onto that, thinks about the shot. Good read, needed to be. Raul knocks it into space. He's through here. And this is... There's the shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Ødegaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Threads one in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he has been fouled there. He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And this is Neymar. He is just caressing the ball.
Beautifully policed that midfield.
Can he finish? And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now. Now it's Inzaghi, and the through ball. Fiore, he has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rashford. Caicedo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great ball, and he's in here. Fiore.
There'll be 3 minutes added time.
He's found a way through. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. And here's Camavinga. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Paris Saint-Germain marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Camavinga. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's in shapes to shoot! And it's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So could they be onto something here? Filippo Inzaghi. Fiore. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And here's the chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Oh, what a ball! Out towards the flank, not where it came from. Now it's Inzaghi. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. He's come in hard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a decent chance! And that's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Messi.
Coming on the field is number 8, Messi.
Here's Messi. Oh, throws for a shot! And again! And he hits the net! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. And Bronkhorst completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some...
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So perhaps now the breakthrough. That is some save from Khan. Oh, good take in a good area. Traumeri. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. Played in, and a header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Spreads it out wide. Dembele wants to run onto this. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's been cut out, well played. No goals as yet. Dembele gets flagged offside. And here's Neymar. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Benfica are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, nicely intercepted. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. It's Inzaghi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Inzaghi. Beckham. Now it's Vardy. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Bruyne tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Shot Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Fernandez. Oh, good read. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Fiore takes on his marker, and that's gone loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well read, nice interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Beckham. De Bruyne. And it's Beckham. And here's Vardy. Dembele finding himself in space. He's had a shot! And no mistake. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Benfica restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
This possibly the last play of the half. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. He's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! Now he wants to get in on the act. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So it's back to business.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say any...
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get rid. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the shot! Rashford, oh, good play! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
Ibrahimovic! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And here's Ibrahimovic. De Bruyne. Ball in towards the middle. And he's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Beckham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. De Bruyne! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. That's good play. And this is De Bruyne. Delivers the ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele's... Oh, good effort. That's really well manoeuvred. He's in a good position here. Fiore. That's a good run down the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But it is clear to see that he is not at all... Big chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Benfica really are.
And De Bruyne! Kevin De Bruyne! The man is an artist! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He just absolutely... Bullish header! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Tacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Beckham is onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Vardy, spread out to the left. Dembele picks it up out wide. In towards the back stick.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rashford. Now it's Inzaghi. He's had it taken off him. Raul. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Inzaghi. And here's Raul.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Tacho gets it clear. De Bruyne. Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. Now it's Rashford. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, now Inzaghi! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.